An event listener is nothing but it's just a function which happens when an event occurs. Let me explain you clearly. Here I'm going to add another button tag, and this button tag has some events. So let me use an event which is called on click. So on click is an event. Whenever this button gets clicked, this function will get happen. And here what I'm going to do is I'm writing an anonymous function, an anonymous arrow function. So this is the anonymous arrow function. This is a ES6 JavaScript syntax. And here what I'm going to do is I'm going to update that state. I can update the state by using this function. So let me show you how to do that. And here before that I'll just change it to a number because you can understand it clearly. And here I'll use a set items, the function, and this function will take another function which has a argument. That argument has the previous items of that particular state. So right now what will be in the previous, it will have 0 because right now the use state has only the 0, right? And here it's another function, and here I can write another arrow function, and here I can just return previous value plus 1. So it's a single line return, so we can just neglect the return and we can just do like this, and I'll close the button tag, and here I'll just give a name as click. So now what happens is whenever I click the button, so here we have an event listener, this function will happen, and inside this we have an anonymous function where we are setting the items, that is the use states function, by getting the previous value. So this is an argument which we get, so you can so it's not a name which we want to, you can even use a, and here also you can just put as a plus 1, it doesn't matter. So this is also an arrow function. So what I do is whenever I click this button, the state's previous number will get changed by adding a 1 to it. So we need to change the states change, right? So I'll just here in the h1 tag I will add the variable name, and if you want to add the variable name in a HTML tag, you can do that by enclosing it inside a curly brace. So this is a JSX syntax which you need to know. So just try to understand this. So this is a string, but this is a variable name, and if you want to include a variable name inside a tag, you need to put this curly brace, and inside that curly brace only you need to mention the variable name. Now if I just save it and go to the website, here you can say I got the button and the to-do list 0, and whenever I click the button you can see the website doesn't get reloaded, but the number will get increased. You can see this, right? So this is how the use state works. So whenever you click this button, the state is getting updated by getting the previous value, because right now when I click this button, what happens is the previous value is right now 12. So here 12 plus 1 will become 13, and it has been set at here. And when in the to-do list items also, the variable name, it will get automatically updated. That is how the use state works. So you can see now 13. This is how the use state works. In a really simple manner, I just gave you a small example. In the next lesson, we will just go back to our project.